Hello, everybody. This is Ed Rosenberg, and today I'm speaking with Chris. Chris, how you doing?
Good. Thank you for having me.
Okay, great. I know Chris from Twitter for quite a few years, from Facebook, from the Facebook group, from Twitter, and I know you post. You're a Buy the bookseller, and you posted a tweet which had around 500,000 views asking for help. And the reason why I post these stories is because it humanizes it, and they're obviously extremely unfair. And Amazon can use this information as an anecdote to improve its processes by fixing your situation. And I'm sure there are many others who don't post who are also stuck in a similar situation. So tell us quickly what happened to you.
Yeah. Thank you again for having me. And yeah, exactly. So basically, we're a legitimate seller. I've been selling on Amazon for almost 7 years. And we've been trying to grow the business. And to grow the business, we got to buy in bulk and negotiate with distributors and such things. And so we sell all type of goods, obviously being a Amazon wholesale seller. And so what happened in this specific situation is we sell also a hazmat product, and basically one of the an Amazon rep from the Fulfillment by Amazon Growth Advisor actually reached out to us. So in 2023, from January to about May, I was asking every month, I was emailing Amazon, I was like, hey, for us to grow our sales on Amazon, which we do roughly about 500,000, our best month was about 700,000 a month in sales. We have 12 employees. We're trying to grow the business and hire more people. So from January to about May, we kept asking for hazmat storage and aerosol storage. They kept denying us and denying us because I know they had like maybe some type of shortage in the warehouses and stuff like that. And so I kind of gave up after about May. And on October 18th, 2023, like I said, Fulfillment by Amazon Growth Advisor actually reached out to me and stated I was reviewing your account and noticed that you are near your FBA capacity for aerosol and hazmat. And as your FBA advisor, I can help request additional storage. I was like, great. I've been giving up since May. I would love that. And so basically, she asked me to send them an Excel sheet, which I emailed to Amazon, and she got it approved by the hazmat. And basically sent us, hey, how many of this ASIN would you ship? How many of this SKU would you ship? What's the cubic feet that you would ship? So we had to do the math. We did all that good stuff. And essentially, we went from 60 cubic feet to 1,600 cubic feet. And she was on our side. We would at that point we would have about a call every 2 weeks. She would help us grow the business. And so we sent them the specific ASIN. It was the number one that we got the most storage for, or the more room. And essentially we kept shipping the product out starting in about November. So a full month, November, December, and until the end of January, we're shipping out about a truckload every month. And that we had negotiated with distributors, and essentially the sales were doing great. I think we did about 1,800 orders. And then in January, all of a sudden, Amazon's emails us, close down the ASIN, and states, "We're so sorry, your product cannot be resold on Amazon. It's hazmat. And we know you can't don't send in any more product. You can't sell this product anymore." And to top it off, they're basically saying, "We're not going to return we're not going to return your remaining inventory, which we had just shipped out about $32,000. And on top of that, we're also going to dispose of it and charge you for it." So they disposed the inventory and it cost roughly $10,000. The shipping alone was about $400 a pallet, which was about 25 pallets. And then obviously also to the labor work to make those a 4 pack was also about maybe another 1,200 or $2,000. So total was roughly about $50,000, 50,000. And they won't even allow us to get the inventory back, ship it back to us, or even allow me to go pick it up, which is totally unethical. It just sucks that they're doing this to a small business when we're trying to provide food for all the employees and grow the business. Um,
Yeah, you're doing everything exactly what you're supposed to by the book, and then Amazon says sorry. and you just lost $50,000. So it's very frustrating. And to me, it seems like Amazon is so segmented that it's just one hand not talking to the next. And quite often when we have a conversation like this, things become clear. So I'm sorry you've gone through this. Just one last thing. What steps have you taken to try to get reimbursement from Amazon besides the
Great
tweet?
question. So after that happened, I actually reached out to that growth advisor, and she was trying to help me. She at one point did not respond for 2, 3 weeks. Obviously, that's the first person I'm gonna reach out to because she's the one
Right.
who was in that hazmat department. I'm like, hey, I sent out the safety data sheet because they kept Amazon kept requesting a safety data sheet. So I kept sending it to them. I kept emailing her, and then after about she tried helping me, she tried escalating it, and then after about a month of she would respond every 3, 4 days. Before that, she would respond every day. She's like, sorry, I'm not no longer working with Amazon. So after that, I went to Twitter. After Twitter, still trying to get it escalated, and they said they would try to help me out. They finally emailed me back, and Amazon basically uh, in their email, word for word, said they misclassified the hazmat inventory despite accepting the safety data sheet in July 2023. Remember, I didn't ask for storage until October. They accepted it in 2023. And so that is totally an unfair treatment and lack of accountability. It's just terrible. So that's basically the last step I took is emailing
Right,
them.
right. And then I gave you an email to someone and we haven't heard back yet either. So hopefully somebody on the up and up sees this and they just communicate with you and they resolve it. So best of luck, and I'm happy you came on, and hopefully we get some positive results from this video. Thank you
No,
so much.
absolutely. Thank you so much for again having me and allowing me to explain the situation. I think everyone should be aware of it because you can't go into Amazon business, and I'm not going to be making large purchases and take my time to negotiate with distributors if then Amazon just shut down inventory because now I'm also stuck with about $30,000 of the same inventory in my warehouse that I can't resell.
Right. So you didn't include that in the $50,000. So technically,
Correct. So, exactly. So now I'm sitting on cash flow of inventory that I
right,
can't even resell or that I have to liquidate and take a loss on them.
right.
Each unit is about $19, and they kept about 1,500 units plus, the disposition and everything else that I explained earlier, the labor work and the shipping. And to top it off, this same situation is now happening with a different ASIN, which we have 2,000 units of. The cost is a little less, it's about $9, but it looks like I'm about to lose another $18,000 on another SKU, and which
Right,
is a SKU that's been actually FBA for about 4 or 5 years. And all of a
right.
sudden, without any warning, okay, first they won't allow us to get the product back, but now they won't even allow us to give us at least a 30-day notice.
Yeah.
Hey, you may not be allowed to send this out to FBA fulfillment center anymore. Fine, let us liquidate it, or at least let us at minimum get the inventory back.
Yeah, inventory should be given back. It's ridiculous. So, okay. So let's hope somebody sees it and resolves. Thank you so much, Chris.
Thanks, I appreciate it.